Good morning, blessed souls. This is the most important moment of all your existences. This moment, this breath, and the love that's been with you the whole time, which is a pretty long time, has not ever stopped for a second, split second, to be distracted from intense, unconditional, unceasing love for you. Not one little split second has it not loved you all this while. Of course, there's only the eternal now loving presence. So today, we have to realize how urgent that love is for you, to feel it and to invite you, and hopefully willingly, unabashedly, all surrenderingly, you race towards it and throw yourself into that amazing omnipresence of love that is here with you as always, as always. So let's start with this little tune, this little song, this moment, this breath takes me to my heart where you, my beloved, are waiting. Because you are that VIP, very important presence. You're the reason for the season. You're the only reason there's a creation. You, my dear Brooke Susan. And I do believe Jennifer's here. Lorena's here. God bless you. God bless you. We really have a special mission today because our brother Sean and his wife Kim, who's been nursing him, and his partner in life, his beloved soul friend, soul mate. Anyway, Sean's getting ready to race into the light. Let's put it that way. He's ready to go home. He's getting ready to go home. And we can help him to get ready to leave the shores of this physical domain and go into the light. All right. So let's just feel like we're all going to go with him. He's not going alone. So that means that every moment, every breath is so important that we really receive that presence of love so we have no fear. And the exhale, just surrender yourself into that. Melt yourself. What is union? Is it a tensed up? Is it a thing where you're in your head thinking about things? No, it's a complete, because you're passionate. You want to just go to that love. You want to experience love. You want to go to that hug. You want to be embraced. You want to feel love. You want to give love. Now, all that, we want to just surrender into that divine light with Sean, with all souls. So we are ready. We are willing, ready, and able to let go today and let God. How does that sound? Mickey, I happen to see your picture on Facebook, Mick, and the wonderful hairdo you have. That was so good. That's so good. Jen Fitting, love you. Yeah, it's love you, love you, love you. Love you, love you, love you. Dear Sean. Yeah. Love you, love you, love you, dear Jen. It's the same love that's coming into us right now. So all we got to do is share it. That's all God wants us to do, is share him. To just be open, to be a channel. The channel's blessed by what flows through it. So let's close our eyes and really be together. Let's don't feel like someone else is going through their stuff and we're going through our stuff. We're all going through everything together. But most importantly, we're all in that divine light and divine love together. This moment, this breath takes me to my heart, where you, my beloved, are waiting. This moment, this breath takes us to our hearts, where you, our beloved, are waiting. In my heart, you are waiting for me. In my heart, we laugh and we play. In my heart, we love and we pray. 'Cause that's where we love to stay. In our heart, we love to stay. Beloved, 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 in our hearts we love to stay. In our hearts we long to stay. All right? In the big heart, in the big love, in the great joy, reveling in the great mystery, not worried about what we think we know or don't know, just open to receive through devotion the grace that is descending into you and me right now. We call this stream this morning, everybody, the devotional endeavor. What is that motive? What is the deepest intention of your heart? And any given moment, all you got to do is find the moment, which is this one, and have the deepest, purest intention that all you want is to just melt in that great love of the Spirit. Give your all back. May thy love be done, Lord, right? Just to have that intention, nothing else. Seriously, nothing else. Not the healing for someone, not that that world would be a better place. Nothing else except to experience the union and the reunion with the divine beloved. That will take care of what I just said. That will take care of any health issues. That will take care. Let's say what it, you know what it really does? It takes care of your consciousness and gives it a lift so that you can understand, so that you can have the compassion, so that you can know that it is all light. It is all love. It is all joy. Come on. If one of us, and it will be all of us at one time or another, there's going to depart from these shores. And wouldn't you like a tribe around you that are just saying, let's go, we're going with you, we're going home, we're going home, we're going into the light, we're going to feel God's love together. And he's saying, yay, but listen, feel it now. Feel it now. Don't wait for you to be forced, out of fear. And the body no longer is working the way you want it to work. And there is something going on, right? And it seems like your days are getting shorter, right? And your health is getting weaker. We don't want to wait till those days to turn to the light. We want to, in all of our being today, right now, we want to rejoice, rejoice. We're going home. And I promise you there's going to be dancing and a whole lot of loving. And I promise you there's going to be dancing and a whole lot of singing as we praise our Lord in jubilation, and we sing our songs in celebration. Rejoice, 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 rejoice in the light of our soul. Rejoice, 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 rejoice. We're going home. Thank you, tribe. Really. You know what, tribe? I made an acronym for the word tribe. It is true reunion in bliss everlasting. How's that? Tribe. True reunion. True reunion with the Spirit, all of it, in bliss everlasting. TRIBE. Let's go, tribe. Let's go. Sean, we're with you, buddy. We're with you. And we're going to have tears to cry and feelings that are grief and things like that, and wishing the best and the well for everybody concerned, and Kim, and blessings galore to you. But we also are going to celebrate, we're going to celebrate the soul. We're going to celebrate truth, okay? Because we're a tribe, true reunion in bliss everlasting. Aho. Okay, we're on verse 20. We're still on chapter 7, but I looked ahead and we're almost, a month away maybe from chapter 8. All right. Okay, so we had this amazing section on a sage, right? And remember that last line, which I've read many times to you from this verse 19, where all is Vasudeva. And I'll just read it once more as a way we can segue into verse 20, because it's gonna detour a little bit now. But here it is, to wind up, those beautiful weeks we had as sages. And now we have the rest of eternity to be a sage. Wise men and women attain me only after many births, because it is so seldom. It is so seldom. And I just want to, just before I read what's here, I just want to say what's in my heart. It is so seldom that we would pause today and go deep enough and reflect, honestly enough and fearlessly enough that, Lord, what's in my heart really? What do I want in this moment? It's so key. What am I doing? This is the moment right here. This is all I've got. If I can live this moment fully and completely, Yogananda said, the future will take care of itself. All right? That we have just one intent, to be in that true union in bliss everlasting, to return to home, into the omnipresence of our true nature, right? So it is so seldom that we would pause like that today, but let's make it an absolute routine. So the only reason we are alive, and the only reason we're breathing, and the reason that we can be cognizant and have the, the blessings and the grace of enough health that we can use our consciousness right now to think of the ultimate use of that consciousness, which is to awaken it into the state of samadhi, oneness, everlasting, right? And it's going to be now common for us. Extraordinarily, divinely common, like a natural, no second nature, first love, that with every breath that comes in, we are like Sean is right now. We're ready. We're getting ready. The Spirit is getting us ready to fly home, right? And so we receive that beloved's love. Say the word God, God, and then exhale, I love you. And that's it. Breath only in this present moment, in the eternal now loving presence right here, right now. Just a breath. See if you can be on breath today. Be in love today. That's more than you've ever done before. See? Thank you, tribe. Thank you each. God bless you. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so blessed to have you being here right here, right now. Okay, it's really important. It's really important. Because it is so seldom that even a sage understands that I, as the indweller in the tiniest atom, it is I, Spirit, it is I, divine love, the divine indweller in the tiniest atom and in the soul of man and woman, am the nearest of the near and the dearest of the dear. And these two words make them a mantra. Attainable instantly. My love of ages is attainable instantly. She's not, it's not putting me on hold because something I've done or something that the Spirit is too busy doing. No, it's attainable as we are right now, instantly. So why don't you take your stuff with you as you run into those arms that is so urgently wanting you? And quite frankly, you might think you're not that urgent yet, but your soul is. And you are that soul 100%. And this other thing that you think you are, you ain't. Zero, zippo, none of it is real. All right. So let's get priorities straight. All right. Which God should be worshiped is the title of this next. See, this chapter 7 is about the nature of spirit and the spirit of nature. If you look at the very top, if you have the book and you look up at the very top, it keeps the title of the section, which can go pages, right there. So the nature of spirit and the spirit of nature. So now we're on that section. Which God should be worshipped? Some of you get afraid if you're Christ, like love Christ the most of all these deities and guru and divine avatars. You feel guilty if you love Krishna for a while, or if you love the mother for a while. Maybe not, hopefully not, because it's all the same. And we're going to hear about that now. Okay, we're going to hear some things that are really important to hear right now. What else is new? Okay, so first it talks about those who aren't quite on the same page as us right now, led by their own inclinations, their discrimination stolen by this or that craving, pursuing this or that cultic injunction. Men seek lesser gods. So this is Yogananda's commentary. A butterfly mind, willy-nilly, sails on with the breeze of its innate moods acquired in past lives. Madame Butterfly was Yogananda gave a story in the early lessons. I don't know where it is in the new lessons, but she never could quite even get started in her meditation because she was had that willy-nilly, mind, and just getting everything just right. And then time ran out. She never did close her eyes. Where now we just go there and we just go running into the loving arms that are waiting for us urgently. And I hope that we're building on that urgency to run to those arms and, quite frankly, never ever leave the hug. Right? Right, Brookie? Right, Brookie? Never ever leave the hug. Indiscriminately, these butterfly mind willy-nilly type folks indiscriminately dwell on various blossoms of desires, or is fitfully engaged in superficial religious worship, or drinking the honey of their meager pleasures. By the way, I don't know, for some reason this quote of Yogananda, I get his quotes that just pop into my brain throughout the day. They pop up, and the one that popped up just the other day was, behind every rose bush of pleasure. So he mentions meager pleasures. We're drinking the honey of their meager pleasures here. These indiscriminate folks that are dwelling on blossoms of desires, engaged in superficial religious worship, drinking the honey of their meager pleasures. Behind every rose bush of pleasure, though, is a rattlesnake of pain. Yeah, sometimes we just get, we're compulsed, man. Just don't remember, we're not, it's netty, we're not this, not that. The delusion is so strong. So let's don't make it so bad and wrong that when we let it slip, we let it slide. The nearer the destination, the more we slide away. We let it slide, we start feeling bad. We were doing so good, and now we're not feeling, we're a little guilty, a little shame, and letting ourselves down again low. Let's just remember that that there is pain, though, every time we do let ourselves down. There's pain, so nobody wants to, worship pain, but it may be your God. So they're drinking the honey of the meager pleasures or temporary inspirations. Such a restless, shallow mind. And another great quote from Yogananda, when I read that popped into my mind. In shallow minds, the fish of much commotion cause a lot. The fishes of little thoughts cause much commotion. Whereas in oceanic minds, the whales of inspiration cause hardly a ruffle. In shallow minds, the fish of little thoughts cause much commotion. But in oceanic minds, the whales of inspiration cause hardly a ruffle. So, such a restless, shallow mind of little fish thoughts, little human thoughts, little not even thinking, not even a deeper something motivating those thoughts. Such a restless, shallow mind is for a time engrossed in any dear object or action, deifying it. You don't have to be a deity. It could be whatever that little funky desire is, once again, right? That we're deifying it and thus forgetting to seek the supreme nectar of bliss and God realization. Anyone remember that? Anyone forget that yesterday? Looking for the supreme nectar, old divine honeybee? Huh? You're a divine honeybee looking for the nectar of God's presence. Your soul is that. Your soul is very, very urgent right now, and your soul can reciprocate to that infinite, unceasing, forever love that is beyond any explanation, beyond thought, beyond consciousness. It reciprocates in kind. Your soul is the same divine, ecstatic love as spirit. You have that now. Sean has that now. Kim has that now. Mickey has that now. Jennifer has that now. Narayan has that now. Right now. Attainable instantly. You're going to deify pain instead? By getting distracted? That's what pain. That's how pain starts. Just a little distraction. Well, let me go check this out for a second. Lord, I'll be right back. Right, Narada? Where's my water? Many people in the world become engaged without discrimination in the performance of various material and religious actions. According to their innate natures, inclinations, and habits of past lives and of this life, they devote themselves to worship of money, fame, power, and so on. They deify the object of their desires and the lesser gifts of God. So this verse is just about what happens if we are forgetful and we are, kind of just, mediocre. We're just kind of hanging around the spiritual world stuff, the spiritual principles stuff. They deify the object of their desires and the lesser gifts of God. They thus forget to worship the God of gods, the giver of all gifts. The choice of most people concerning religious practices and beliefs is similarly indiscriminate, and whim-led ritualism or dogmatism is their lesser God. It's all right. We all been there. We might still be at times. It's all right. We're on a journey. We are, and we can be if you so make that beautiful, devotional, intense endeavor to have the purest motive in your heart in each and every breath that comes in. This moment, this breath takes me to my heart where you, my beloved, are waiting. You can find a whole new life. Not a human life, but the awakening of a divine life. Who you really are forever and forever. This is temporary. Everything changes in a temporary, dual, relative part of creation. Or we could say creation, because that's what it is. Everything's constantly changing. So all we know is change. What we're afraid of is change. Why we can't be contented is because we know change is coming, one way or the other. And usually, Yogananda says this realm is mostly nightmares and occasionally one good dream here and there, right? But the thing that does not change is you, your soul, spirit. We're in a sea of omnipresent love right now. Wow, can you ever conceive of a better day that's in store for you today than that you're in an ocean of bliss? You're in a sea of light. Your divine mother and her angels are just totally making sure that your day is perfect if you can trust her. And the divine ones you choose. You're going to see you can choose any one of those divine ones. But let's get over this verse because it's just talking about what we don't want to hear anymore. You know, every person now, though, by self-analysis, should detect his or her injurious mental and material habits. We got to detect them first, right? Then we can love blast them. We got to get them on the radar, then we'll blast them out of existence. You know, this idea of, you know, love till it hurts no more. Or this song I singing yesterday, it popped in my head, just like Yogananda's quotes, and it said, burn, burn your story, burn it to a crisp today. Burn, burn your story, burn the darkness away. You gotta burn, 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 burn it to a crisp today. Burn, 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 burn it in the flames of love. And go, baby, go, and love, baby, as it till it hurts no more. You gotta love, baby, till it hurts no more. Just keep on loving till it hurts no more. So burn, burn your story, burn it to a crisp today. You gotta burn, 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 burn it in the flames of love. You gotta burn, 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 burn it in the flames of love. And love, baby, till it hurts no more. You gotta love, baby, till it hurts no more. Just keep on loving till it hurts no more. Just keep. You know, if you ever you're in the ever you slip slide, and most of the time it happens after you've gotten closer to what it is that you're seeking. The nearer you get to that, the more the dark side just gets really busy. And we somehow just boop, we slip slide. But whenever you find yourself in the pits, dilly dilly, in the dungeon of the darkest moods, and the old habits coming back and say, "Oh, it's okay. You've been a good girl, good boy. Why don't you just go have a fling?" Right? That kind of stuff. You've got to get into that will to love, and love the inhale, love the exhale. That tunnel of love breathing, love in, love out. Because you might not even have the wherewithal or that devotional higher vibration to be in a devotional mood. So you just have to will to love. Just love in, love out. Don't let so the mind stops because you're just intent with the will to love in, love out, love in, love out, love in, love out, and do that for as long as you possibly can until it hurts no more. Okay? So every person by self-analysis should detect his injurious mental and material habits. He should cease to identify himself with his second nature and rather assist his true nature of the soul, loving the divine bliss of spirit. I told you, that's what the soul does. The soul loves to meditate. The soul loves to love the bliss of spirit. The soul loves peace. The soul loves communing with the beloved. The soul loves love. So we need to assist that nature. You need to be the servant to your soul nature. You need to be the best friend to your soul nature. You need to give it top priority in this existence starting right now. Let's do this because we're all going to journey into the light with Sean soon. Okay? So prepare for that. You're going to journey into the light soon. I'm going to journey into the light soon. Get prepared today. Don't waste a moment today, not a one, because if you waste one, it's just like that Yogacharya of India said, if you give in to your least intention, the rest will come in like an avalanche, right? So if you just even have just a slight distraction, then the whole world of distraction is on top of you. And that is why in AA they say that if you're thinking the first drink it will have the last say. The first drink, if you think you're okay to drink again, first drink will have the last say. You think you're okay to think again? You think you're okay to go back and just kind of have a okay day, just kind of whatever, because it's the way the world operates day? It's going to have the last say. The only thing that works, my dear, and I think you all coming on to this, is that if not your mind and heart and whole being is 100% in a devotional endeavor to be with the beloved in this moment, this breath in the heart, right here, right now. You are loving me right here, right now. I am loving you, right? That's the only safety there is. That is the only place you're going to find contentment. That is the only place you're going to have a feeling that all is well. It's the only place where you be able to keep your mind on the divine and your heart with the divine beloved and leave this world alone. Let it be. Otherwise, you're going to read again this verse 20, if you can handle it, about what happens when we're not on our A game, when the intention is not pure, when we're not a sincere devotional striving, endeavoring to love more today person or soul. We need to assist that soul in the true nature of let's assist our true nature of the soul, loving the divine bliss of spirit, to emerge from behind the clouds of indiscretion, ignorantly formed useless habits, and spiritual indifference. Sun's coming out, because we're going to assist our soul in loving the divine bliss of spirit too, so it can emerge behind the clouds of indiscretion, ignorantly formed useless habits, and spiritual indifference. So that's verse 20. How's everybody? These are verses 21 and 22 on page 696. Now we start talking about, a little higher state than what we just read. Now we're actually, trying to find a more steady consciousness to worship the way we want to worship. So verse 21 of this chapter 7 says, whatever embodiment, a God incarnate, a saint, or a deity, a devotee strives faithfully to worship. This is the Spirit talking. It is I who make his devotion unflinching. There's one supreme, man. We're building to a place here, verse 2 way, where Lord says, hey, if you worship these lesser deities, and we're going to see about that, and not go for the supreme, the one, just the one. You're going to put just as much time in seeking that lesser one. If you put that time instead in seeking the supreme one, you're going to be free forever. Otherwise, anything less than just the supreme heart given back to God, mind giving back to God, your body, your story that's burning right in the flames of love back to God, your guilt, your shame given back to God, anything less than a full on throwing yourself into the flames of love and wanting to just as you exhale, just embrace the omnipresence of love. Just embrace the divine beloved. You choose who that beloved is. All right. So we get to choose all that. That is the only way out of this cosmic delusion. All in. Because it's not spirit all in you and me and everything, everyone, everywhere. So is your true nature. You are all in with spirit right now. So we're not having to even, make it happen. It is happening. The truth is definitely happening. And then the verse 22. So God's going to help us out. He's going to make our devotion unflinching. Whatever embodiment, God incarnate, a saint, or a deity, whatever we strive faithfully to worship, God's going to give us the devotion unflinching. How's that? For verse 21, verse 22, absorbed in that devotion. Now we're absorbed in that devotion, intent on the worship of that embodiment, whatever you choose, my dear. The devotee thus gains the fruits of his longings. Well, look at, if you're going to focus on that new car, which one you're going to get, maybe you have it picked out already, but you got to choose the color and the this and the this and the that, right? If you can focus on that and then somehow have the means to get it, what if you focused on the Supreme? What if you focused on Krishna? What if you focused on Christ? What if you focused on Divine Mother? What if you focused on Paramahansa Yogananda? What if you focused it on Vishwanath, the other great devotees, some of the women avatars? What if you focused on that? You'll get it. Absorbed in that devotion, intent on the worship of that embodiment, the devotee thus gains the fruits of his or her longings. Yet those fulfillments are verily granted. They're not going to be granted, those the fulfillment of your worshiping those by those lesser gods. It is they're fulfilled because they're granted by me alone, says the Supreme Spirit. So you want to go and seek anything, you want to go seek, Mother Nature. If you want to go, seek, the sun, the stars, the moon, whatever, God, and you really are devotional for that, God is going to give you a fulfillment of that. But you're going to not get the whole thing. You're going to just get the fulfillment of what you're worshiping. You're going to have to eat your cake. Whatever it is you worship, it's going to happen for you. Okay. So let's see what Yogananda says here. True devotee expressing devotion to God through any lesser or higher mode, lesser or higher, of worship will find response to his desire from the Supreme Being. There's going to be a response. Isn't that cool? Just like if you go after something that is low vibe today, there's going to be a response. Remember, you are the I am presence. So I am, unworthy, or I am worthy. Whatever you choose is going to come to pass. She or he who worships representative forms of the Godhead, because for him the absolute is unfathomable. So you have carte blanche to worship any way you want, my dears. Isn't that something? Will receive the grace of God. You will receive the grace of God that blesses your devotional endeavor. That's why I call this stream a devotional endeavor. You worship the way you want. Just pour your heart into it. Pour your heart into it. Give it your all. Give it your all. Hold nothing back. There ain't no fall. There's only glory. Sweet glory, sweet glory, sweet glory. Give it your all, baby. Give it your all, baby. Give it your all, baby. Give it your all. Pour your heart into it. Give it your all. Perfect song. Perfect song for what we're talking about right now, right? Perfect song. Therefore, even the worshiper of lesser gods, personifications of the Supreme Deity, does not go divinely unrecognized or unrewarded. Man, you would just put devotion into anything. Go and just devote yourself to the sun that's coming on your onto your face. Devote yourself to all that, but pour your heart. It's God, and in the background and in the center of your heart, you know that you just want the supreme, the one source of all of that. But if you pour your heart, you become Lord of your senses, right? Regina of your senses. I love what I see. I love what I hear. I love what I smell, taste, and touch. Taste and touch. I love what I see. I love what I hear. I love what I smell, taste, and touch. For when I love what I see, Lord, you are revealed to me. When I love what I hear, Lord, you are revealed to me. And I smell, taste, and touch. You are revealed to me through my intuition. I see you through my intuition. So if you love anything, any sound, if you use your five sensors, when we did all that early on in the Gita, and all those 10 senses actually of perception and action. If you just love as a being, knowing that there's just the spirit, all is Vasudeva, right? Anyway, so if you love the sound that it is a hearing, even if it's a sound you don't like or it's too loud for you, but love will kind of dissolve it, and you'll get deeper into the spirit. It's crazy. Listening, seeing, smelling, tasting, and touching. Just love the omnipresence of love that loves you unspeakable right now, unceasing now, urgently right now. Just love it back. As St. Francis said, love is not being loved. Therefore, even the worshiper of lesser gods, personification of supreme deities, not go divinely unrecognized or unrewarded. You're going to be so rewarded. You're going to get a treat from the supreme. If a person of deep devotion, deep devotion, offers homage to the form of any deity, symbolically representing God, it has to have, you got to have this bigger picture. Got to have what is the purpose of existence in your mind. That is reunion today, going home today, being one in divine union today. So if a person of deep devotion offers homage to the form of any deity symbolically representing God, he silently, God does, spirit does, responds by materializing that form in visions before that devotee. God is secreted in that manifestation, although the form itself reveals only a modicum of spirit. Here's a great visualization. Here's some culture of India right here coming up. In India, cosmic nature and the infinite. So spirit and nature dancing together, victory to spirit, victory to nature, spirit and nature dancing together. That's this chapter, right? The nature of spirit and the spirit of nature, they're dancing together, victory to spirit, victory to nature. One of Yogananda's songs, spirit and nature dancing together, victory to both, victory to both. So in God, cosmic nature and the infinite, there it is. The cosmic nature, Mother Maya, however you want to look at it, that which is visible, tangible, material, all that. And the infinite, intangible, doesn't have form, beyond. They say that there is one common depiction in India of this cosmic nature and the infinite. It's symbolized in the form of Kali, the mother of the universe. So there's the divine mother. There is the conjurer of the three gunas. There is the one who's operating this relative existence here, making it hell on high waters. Only so she says, hey, come here, come on, come into my arms. Come on, I'm going to hold you. Come into my hug. I'm throwing out poison because God has this relative thing going on. They got this creation going on. And I'm just doing as he says. But he knows that he is behind it all. And he knows that I am the one that's going to give you the grace to get it, to realize that it is all spirit, all is Vasudeva. So there's one common depiction of cosmic nature and the infinite in India, symbolizing the form of Kali, the mother of the universe, standing on the breast of her husband Shiva, or God. So just visualize this incredible divine mother figure, a warrior goddess, whatever, as Kali. And she is, she's got some weapons. She's tough. She has a tough job, Mother Kali. In this cosmic nature, she's probably got the biggest heart, and she's got the God heart, the highest heart and biggest, most beautiful heart, and as she has to throw out the poison to the universe. How do you think Divine Mother feels about all this, man? Huh? How do you think she feels? But she's standing on the breast of her husband Shiva. This symbolism unraveled signifies that cosmic nature does not test or tempt the devotee with delusion if she or he is consciously united to the infinite. The breast of Shiva. Maya can't touch you. So she's standing on Shiva. She's melting in Shiva. She's just pointing to Shiva and said, he's the one responsible for why this creation is the way it is, right? And as long as you understand that there is this one supreme, one love, one heart, one truth, one cosmic realization, just one, you will find that you are going to be saved. You nothing in this in cosmic nature can tempt you. Test or tempt the devotee with delusion if we're consciously united to the infinite. The breast of Shiva. Many pious Hindus worship God and his immanence in the cosmos in the forms of Shiva and Kali. Great depiction. Isn't that cool? So, no matter what mode of worship each of you, the devotee adopts to find God, the Lord accepts it. No matter what kind of hair day you're having today, the Lord accepts you. No matter what, you're someone not loyal to you, someone says you're a bum, whatever. The Lord accepts you. Just don't just keep putting the labels on yourself that something is wrong with you, my dears. You've got to get busy and know that everything is super right with you. That you and God are never ever apart. I mean, that is pretty right, huh? That is pretty beautiful. So we start focusing on that. We replace the old and we with the new understanding. No matter what mode of worship the devotee adopts to find God, the Lord accepts it. If here's our the third pump up of this devotional endeavor, right? And then he said deep devotion, and now he says devotion, if the devotion be genuine. So there's deep devotion, there's genuine devotion, and there's devotional endeavor. It's the intent of your heart. God is always watching your heart, babe. Always watching your heart. God is always watching your heart, babe. Always watching your heart. Tell me what's going on in your heart right now. Tell me what's going on in your heart right now. Tell me what's going on in your heart. You got to ask yourself that right now. Tell me what's going on in your heart of hearts right now. Because some beautiful, beautiful, all accepting, all embracing, all forgiving, all filled with grace consciousness is just looking at your heart right now, okay? Have it be genuine. Have it be pure. Have it be unceasing. Have it be everything that you are. Have it be your top, only burning heart's desire. Johnny, we're with you, buddy. We're with you, man. This is why we're going to strive harder, bro. This is why we're going to strive harder. That means not with tensed up or, going to the gym and you're going to build your muscles that way. No, we're going to try with more will to love, Johnny. So your home, your passport, your trip home is like Godspeed. Light just fills you to the gills. The happiness just floods your being. And oh my God, no more pain. No more ridiculous limitations of any kind. No more separation, bro. This is why we need to have deep devotion that is genuine, that is constant. This divine acceptance of the Lord accepting you as you are right now. Get a load of this thought. This divine acceptance of you, of knowing that the Lord accepts you just as you are, my dears. This is called divine acceptance. You accepting this. You accepting how much you're loved. You accepting how much God is with you right now, right? All these beautiful, high, lofty consciousnesses. It enables this, what it enables you to do. If you can accept yourself as God accepts you. And see yourself as God sees you. The mind of the devotee to concentrate on the spirit behind the specific symbol. It enables your mind then, if you accept who you are right here, right now, as God accepts you right here, right now, your mind will concentrate on the spirit behind the specific symbol of whatever it is you're worshiping or the deity. Your mind will be able to concentrate on the supreme one, the only one, pure spirit. It enables your mind to do that if you can accept exactly as you are today. Something bad happened yesterday, something that this transition for someone coming up, for all of us coming up, right? And the worry and the fear that comes along with all of that. If we can accept the whole lot today, just accept it and go on divine life support, breathing, divine love support, breathing with the divine with all urgency. That is your only safety. It's your only place. The only place where you can have clarity, the only place you can have peace, the only place where you can have a higher understanding, the only place where you can feel happy, right? So we can keep the supreme always uppermost, the giver over the gifts. When a great devotee worships a symbolical deity as God, so you're worshiping the symbolical deity, that's fine, as God, he manifests his unseen omnipresence by a visible display of that symbolical form. So the unseen, unmanifest omnipresence displays itself in that symbolical form. Whatever it is you're worshiping, you worship trees. That tree could become a tree beard, like in the Lord of the Rings, It could be a fairy tale, man. It could be a tree that just hugs you as you hug it. If that's the form that you are giving genuine devotion to. He appears before you. That tree would appear before you, talk with you, and blesses the earnest devotee through the form that is beloved by him. So the divine one is going to be talking with you and blesses you and walks with you through the form that is beloved by you. Okay, so God is in happy and hope, my two doodles. One of them wants to get out of my room right now. Hold on. Okay, go see what happy's doing. Okay. Yeah. So I gotta be ready to see God and Divine Mother pop out of these little forms, these little doodle forms. They're so precious and they're so cute, always, irresistibly, actually. And I'm gonna have God talking to me. This is really good stuff, man. Can you believe this? Can you believe? You better believe it. Mystical experience in the stream today. And the love with you all. All right, I miss saying goodbye to Vinny, but God bless Vinny for being here too. All right, so let's just see maybe one more paragraph because we're on those two verses, right? 21, 22. We won't finish them today. The symbolical form of God appearing to a Hindu devotee as, for example, Kali, Durga, Vishnu, Shiva, or Krishna, for example, becomes a permanent blueprint in the ether. So even if you decided you're going to create your own deity, you're going to create your own divine, if you're a woman, maybe a divine God, beautiful, handsomest, gorgeous God image, perfect love, perfect lover, perfect everything. You choose that form. Maybe a male man would choose her, and it doesn't matter. A beautiful goddess, right? That form will become a permanent blueprint in the ether because it's going to be there when you cross over or coming right up, or it's going to come to you now. If any other devotee concentrates very deeply on that deity that you permanently establish in the ether, which has actually been seen and worshipped by a great saint, because you'll need to be a great saint to really, really have this genuine devotion, deep devotion, and devotional endeavor, right? Constantly, like we're saying, every breath, every moment, not to have. So if you take the first drink, it will have the last say, and if you take the first thought and let it become a second thought, it's going to have the distraction, and the delusion is going to have the last say. So, but anyway, there's a permanent in the ethers, man, of that deity, which has actually been seen and worshipped by a great saint. That same manifestation appears in living form to satisfy the devotee's true heart call. It appears even to someone, I guess that's what this says, becomes a permanent blueprint in the ether, which has actually been seen and worshipped by a great saint. That same manifestation appears in living form to satisfy the devotee's true heart call. Yeah, it appears in the same form too, because you're giving it a heart call, a true heart call, a true heart call. It will appear in living form to satisfy your true heart call. How cool is that? How cool is that? Mother, I give you my soul. So call. You can't remain hidden anymore. You can't remain hidden anymore. Come out of the silent sky. Come out of the mountain glen. Come out of the silent sky. Come out of the mountain glen. Come out of my secret soul, mother. Come out of my secret soul. Come out of my cave of silence. Come out of my cave of silence. Mother, I give you my soul, my heart, my soul, my heart call. You can't remain hidden anymore. Comes out in living form to satisfy the devotee's true heart call. Ah, call today. Dial 111. Ask for the one. Tell the one you're my only one. Go ahead. Dare you. Double dare you. Similarly, any devotee fervently worshiping. Oh, there's the next one. Fervently worshiping. Deep devotion, right? Devotional endeavor. Fervently worshiping God in the form of Jesus Christ, the Holy Mother, Saint Francis, Babaji, Leri Mahashaya, or any saint or true guru, either mentally or before an image or picture, may see that form first in vision and then by deeper spiritual advancement as a materialized being, living and talking. So check out your photos at home. You walk into the room where there's Yogananda been for who knows how long, maybe, or Krishna, or your altar pictures and everything. You better be awake and ready, because they might just be talking to you soon, sooner than later, depending on the depth of your devotion and the constancy of your devotion. Your devotional endeavor, my dear, will bring everything that you are worshiping into a vision and into a manifestation where you will know that the divine, the one supreme, was your only love, your first love, where you're going next. Not pass and go, not going to go into the inner world, stop somewhere, and then come back and have another incarnation. No, you're just going to love, 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 love till it hurts no more. And when you don't hurt anymore, you're going to be at the apex of a union with the divine spirit. Let's just say a reunion, because that's home. God bless you. Thank you all. Remember Sean. Remember the tribe, true reunion and bliss everlasting. Let's all be blissed out today, okay? Because we have some loved ones, all of us do, and others in the world. They're all our loved ones, all the loved ones in the world. There's people who are very, very afraid today. So let's see if we can be less afraid today. Fill ourselves with light, fill ourselves with God's grace because of our devotional endeavor, so that the world is a little bit more at ease today. In God's grace, in Divine Mother's love, and in Spirit's bliss, we bow. Namaste. You're welcome, Babananda. Didn't know you were on. Love you, man. We love you so, sweet Tom. We love you, Jennifer. We love you, Sean. We love, we love, we love, we love, we love. Till it hurts no more. God bless y'all. Wow, Narayan. I'm just looking at the comments. God bless.